Hello and welcome to Show of Hands Hangout number 61 with one completely new face, one returning, and one now co-host, right?
That's what I hear. One you can't get rid of.
There you go.
Apparently.
Um, as a heads up right away, I've been having what could be nicely described as computer troubles. So I may blink in and out. If it gets too bad, I'll just switch over to doing this from my phone. But now that it's actually started, um, it'll keep running, so that'll be easy enough. In the meantime, I'll have each of you introduce yourselves, say who you are on the app, what you'd like us to call you, and the funniest thing that's happened to you this week.
I'll
Start.
start. I already forgot what I'm supposed to say, but I'm Ryan. I'm Osolis on the app. I'm in Syracuse, as usual. Got my drink set up. Funniest thing that's happened to me this week has to be. It actually happened today. I'm walking to my 9:30 class, and for those who don't know, Syracuse is very hilly, and the university is on the top of one of the hills, so it's especially steep. And it snowed today, so nothing was shoveled, and it was very slick. I just see this huge 300-pound offensive lineman for the Syracuse football team take one bad step, and he rolled down an entire hill.
No.
About, I'd say several feet, very far.
And of course, you immediately laughed really loudly at him and started pointing at him and telling him how stupid he was.
Yeah, yep, because I was at the top of the hill, so I could be able to get away in time. Yeah, no, that was pretty funny.
How'd your game go today?
Syracuse won by like 20 points or something. It was bad. We wiped the floor with them, mopped the floor with them, whatever phrase it is. I don't know.
You weren't playing NC State, were you?
Florida State. Yeah.
Florida State. Beat them all you want.
You're up, Ron.
I'm up. I'm Ron Ronderman on the app, and funniest thing that's happened this week. I do a little volunteer work at my kid's school, and the woman that I kind of work for, she handed out little Valentine candy bags today, and I'm kind of on a diet, so I wanted to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So I was trying to find my 13-year-old daughter to give this Valentine's bag to, and ran into her teacher, and the teacher said, "I'll give it to her. It's no big deal." And so I said, "Tell you what, tell her that a boy gave it to her, because like I'm a boy, right?" So fast forward about 4 hours later, she gets in the car and she is all giddy and she is so excited and says, "Guess what? A boy gave me a Valentine today," and I had to sadly break it to her that I was
Oh.
so. So lot of guilty feelings, but oh, it was so funny. It was a great prank. But she laughed, so that was the good thing. She did not immediately break into tears. But yeah, fatherhood win right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it.
That works.
That's how you do it.
Taking notes.
I guess it's my turn then.
Yep.
All right. Hi, I'm Bethany Q on the app, and let me think. Funniest thing that happened to me, I'm gonna go with recently, because it was actually about a week and a half ago now. So last Monday, wait, was it Monday? Let me do my math. No, maybe Tuesday. I go into the office and there are flowers on my desk. I look at the note and it's from my husband. It's very cute. They're like, the note says "Happy Groundhog Day," which is
From a boy.
It's great actually. He sends me flowers for random holidays, which it's great. It's like totally unexpected, and people are like, "Oh, is it your birthday?" It's like, no. It's just for fun. It's fun. We like it. And then next day I get a second delivery of flowers, and I think, oh, the florist must have goofed up. And then the third day I get another delivery of flowers, and then I realize, as I texted my husband, I said, "Are you trying to make me think that I am just living the same day over and over again?" And he was.
Very nice. Well done.
Yeah. So I got flowers for Groundhog Day and for Groundhog Day and for Groundhog Day. That was pretty good.
That is creative.
And kudos to you for having a husband that's willing to spend that kind of money on just, a random friend.
Well, or maybe not kudos. Maybe maybe a little bit less expensive dinner for the next couple nights. But no, it was very sweet. I appreciated the gesture, definitely.
Did the card have the same thing on it every day?
Exact same message every day.
That's really funny. He Groundhog Day'd you.
Yeah, totally did. Totally did.
I have to remember that. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everyone else here is going to use that next year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, start a new tradition. There we go, trendsetter.
That's great. How many days would he have kept going if you didn't mention it?
That's a really good question. It's a good thing I caught it, because that could have really run us up a bill if I hadn't.
It's just like a month and a half later, and he's just like, "Have you noticed anything like strange every day?"
He's someone who will commit to a joke, so it's a good thing I caught it.
Well, and, flowers aren't really expensive on Groundhog Day as compared to, say, Valentine's Day. So,
But he would have been getting into Valentine's Day territory pretty quickly.
That's true.
You had 12 days to figure it out, or the joke was over. I am Firefly5 on the app Guyton in Real Life, and I had a funny thing happen pretty recently. I had a couple of things. So I teach at a college, and there are all sorts of things that happen there. But I had a funny thing happen. It's now a couple weeks ago. I went to Barnes & Noble with my kids, and this is funny for me, but really awkward, I think, for other parties involved. So there's this woman there who sees me with my kids and starts asking me for help in finding certain books. And I mean, there's that already of like, no, I don't work here. I don't, actually bring my kids in and, hey, kids, hang out while I work for the next few hours.
And he's gone.
So that's the punchline right there.
Hilarious story.
That's great.
All works out in the end.
I actually have taken my kids to work before, so that's funny. Okay, so
she's trying to get me to help her out with stuff. And she's like, well, I see you up here a lot, so I just kind of assumed. Well, I'm up here a lot, but that logic, so are you.
True.
After a couple minutes, after probably 30 seconds of talking to her, I realized that she has something stuck between her teeth, which isn't that awkward on its own until I look for a second longer and realize that this is bright red, and the only thing it could possibly be is a long red pubic hair.
Stop.
What made it more awkward was that the guy that she was with did not have red hair. So this.
Maybe he dyed it.
Wow.
I don't think
really,
so.
Nothing else to say there.
He was very, very dark featured. Like, it wasn't the sort of thing where it was like, it was. I'm sure there are alternate explanations, but in
Oh,
Oh,
man.
oh.
Well, that's the
You've
show,
been there.
ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we can top that for the rest of the night.
I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink.
Yeah, you just pop open another one.
but in the couple weeks that since it's happened, I haven't been able to come up with any other alternate explanation, and that was very, very awkward.
Wow.
Ah.
Oh
That
man,
is amazing.
Hilarious. Awkward.
my night is made. I don't know about you. My weekend is made. Get that. Oh,
have not
I'm in
seen her there
a good
since.
mood for the whole weekend.
I haven't seen her there since. Um, but I don't know. I suspect that I will.
Wow. Wow.
So there's my story.
Did you have that story in mind when you asked us to say the funniest thing that happened in the week?
I didn't.
Okay.
I just.
I was gonna say that was very clever of you. If that's how you built that up, you're like, yes, I want to say this. I got to come up with an excuse.
Right. No, I was trying to think of something funny that happened this week, and the only thing that I had was that someone in my lab, and this wasn't very funny. I mean, it was, but whatever. Only kind of. Someone in my lab decided to mishandle this big torque bar and smacked himself in the face pretty hard with it.
Why
But
did you decide to do that?
see, that's not nearly as good of a story.
No, the pubic hair in the mouth does top that, for the record. And, added points for it being red. That's
It's
off
true.
the beaten path.
It's
I mean, did we even have funny stories? All I remember is yours.
Yeah.
Did we even say anything? Has the show even started? What?
you rolled a guy downhill.
Oh, I did not push him down the hill. I did not push a 400-pound black man down a hill.
See, he was only 300 pounds when he told the story.
Yeah,
So
notice how he's
I'm
gaining weight?
guesstimating he was large. Maybe he picked up snow and I don't know.
okay.
He was a big man.
Very nice.
Let's see. We have a couple questions from last week. I think we have a couple, honestly, or from Tuesday. I think we have a few questions left from last week too. We're all over the place. This whole election season it messes with everything.
Go Bernie.
Interesting.
I was gonna say it's interesting and it's important and what have you and all that,
Blah, blah, blah. Patriotic duty.
right? One from Aylin, she says, what do you want your legacy to be?
Being as I do what?
Time travel. It's like a forward and backward legacy.
Oh, there you
I
go.
like it.
Not quite attainable, but good luck with that.
Not. Don't spoil dreams.
That's right.
From what I understand, it leads to really complicated relationships, though.
I mean, we
Yeah.
just found gravitational waves, so you never know.
Exactly.
Could find time travel waves.
All right.
Story.
It's been a really big year for physics. Gravitational waves, potentially another planet. They're hiring right now, by the way. Caltech. I was looking for teaching positions, and there's a position open at Caltech, specifically in astrophysics. I wonder what that could be about. Contacts.
And he's
And he's
gone.
gone. All right. Who's next with legacy?
Well, Ron had started talking and I interrupted. What were you going to say, Ron?
You feel free to do that at any time, because most of the time I'm not saying anything of importance. I would say to go serious. Being as I have no job, my only legacy I would have would be my kids. So
Aw.
that they stay out of prison.
Well,
you
gotta
know,
start somewhere.
and don't get hooked on meth. I'm in the binge watching Breaking Bad. That's why the meth thing came out. But yeah, just that one day I want to have grandkids that actually want to come see me. So that'll be the legacy.
All right. Um, I mean, a sophomore in college, I shouldn't be thinking about my legacy. Um, I would say that um, I'm kind of with Ron on this. I just want to be able to. Um, there's only two. There's only two. No, no. Are people frozen on my screen?
No?
No. Okay.
You're,
I'm just
you're
boring. I'm
still
just boring people. All right.
No, we're just.
No, but all three of you stopped at the same time. I was like, oh god, I didn't even move my computer this time.
We were all.
Anyways, I don't know. I just me and myself and my brother are the only male O'Hearns left, and it's been told to us that we're the last hope to keep the name going. So that's kind of the only thing I've got, is I just kind of want to. I'm very proud of my lineage, so I kind of want to keep it going.
Yeah, I was last of the Mohicans, going back 3 generations myself. So that's why I had to send out 2 boys. Surely one of them will find a woman that will give them a kid. So.
Well, there's always you can always reclaim it. There's no rule of biology about that. Just saying,
No, yeah, no, yeah, no, I know, but I don't know. There's just my mind tells me, oh yeah, you can do all these things, and then just there's something in the back of my head that's like, no, you have to sire offspring.
Well, go ahead and get started, Ryan.
Well,
again.
I mean, I'm just gonna sip my drink.
The night is young, young grasshopper.
It is true. It's 10:30. They haven't even hit the bars yet.
I am. Yeah, I guess I'm the last male in my family. And honestly, when my wife and I got married, like, my last name's long and it's difficult and whatever. And when my wife and I got married, I seriously considered just switching to hers. It would have been so much easier. My last name's, 11, 12 letters. Hers was 5.
Like, and it's not easy to pronounce either.
No. It's pretty phonetic, but it's long. You always have to spell it over the phone, and you always have... It's more trouble than work.
And I'll be honest, I have issues with your first name too, because it's not very common. So for like the first 8 shows I was on with you, I thought your first name was Guy, not Guyton. And so
yeah, I've been called worse.
Yeah.
When we were getting married and we were considering what to do about names, we read gosh, I can't remember now. We came across a story about someone who had changed their last name to Fight Master, and for a long time that was actually the front runner for us. No joke.
Fight Master.
Fight Masters.
I like it.
Yeah.
We have friends whose last names are, one of them's Foot and one of them's Arm.
Armstrong.
Foot and an Armstrong, and so we were.
Oh, what were they doing? Oh, it's gonna kill me.
That's how he maintains the suspense. It's like instead of because we don't have commercials, so there's no like cliffhanger for a commercial break. He's got to just
next time on Show of Hands on Air.
Exactly.
I will say that you're getting much quicker with your turnaround time.
I know just what to do now, but it's pretty annoying. The internet's been bad here for most of the day and across both computers, but not across our phones.
By the way, if you're ever trying to get off of the phone, you're having like a really uncomfortable conversation. The best way to do it is to hang up on yourself mid-sentence, because people never expect that. They'll just assume it's a bad connection, because who's going to hang up on themselves while they're talking?
Today was really. Oh, what was I going to say?
That's right. Life hacks. There you go. Life hacks by Bethany. Deep thoughts.
The more you know.
That's my legacy, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
That.
He froze again, by the way.
Yeah, he froze again. As we're talking, he's gone again.
Let it go.
We're spoiled. We're used to it. Oh, he went to the phone. Guys, he went to the phone.
Yeah,
I went to the
we
phone.
pulled out the phone.
Jumped ship.
But I think it works, and the connection will be steady, even if the screen is small and it's a front-facing camera. But I think a front-facing camera from a year ago is probably about as good as the camera on a computer from, I don't know, 5 years ago.
Yeah, it looks like you have a some type of filter on, but
It's way brighter.
yeah,
It's the Glamour Shots filter.
that's what it
Yeah.
is.
That's been the plan all along.
Mm-hmm. It
Yep.
makes you look younger, like you're 12 instead of 18.
It's just what you need.
I'm almost 30.
Ah,
Yeah, isn't
Oh,
it
big boy.
why is everyone so
But-
much younger than me?
Oh, I'm not, my dear.
For you, Bethany.
You can be
You're a babe.
friends.
Yeah, I still got 8 years on you if my math is correct from our previous conversation. So yeah, I could be your much older brother. Let's put it that way.
There we go.
Meanwhile, Ryan could be my
I apologize for making everyone feel older than they actually are.
Yeah, enjoy it. One day some punk kid's gonna do the same to you. So
I hope they already are. I have a younger cousin that she's like 13, and she follows me on like Instagram and whatnot, which is where I do college things. So I have to like tone it down so that it doesn't get spreading around. But she posts worse stuff than I do, and I'm like, you're 13. I was there when you were born. Why are you doing this? Like, oh, you broke my heart. I don't know if I'll ever be the same. I'm like, you're 13. Stop it.
Listen,
Oh.
I like this. I like this. Social media is starting to train people younger and younger to become curmudgeons. That's possibly one of the best uses of social media I've heard.
Tis
I have-
true.
not a word I thought I'd hear tonight. Bonus.
Bonus points.
That's right.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean though. Like I have a younger sister, and every so often I'm like, you can't be doing. No, you can't. What? And then I'm like, oh wait, you're 27. You're not. You're not
that.
I mean, in my head, you're. But
Yeah,
so yeah, you get older when I get older too.
yeah. My baby sister will be 31 this year. That's crazy to me. How did that happen?
Right. So let's see. Sarcastic asks. Oh wait, do you have what do you want your legacy to be?
My legacy?
Yep, Aylin's question.
I don't know. Alright, the whole, like,
Her legacy is finishing her dinner.
Her legacy is going to be cookie butter to all of her children.
It could be. It's working out well so far. It could be.
although in my defense, I haven't had cookie butter since you sent it, so I don't want people thinking that I just, like, drown myself in cookie butter every day.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You know,
Correct.
good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let's see. Sarcastic says, someone tells you that you have two choices. You'll be on the front page of the New York Times, or you'll be Times Person of the Year. The clincher, you do not know if you will appear as the result of something good or bad. Which do you choose?
It's easy. Person of the year.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
I mean, Hitler was Person of the Year, though.
Yeah, and everyone remembers him.
That's true.
I mean, if we're going to go there with this guy, if we're going to go there with our comedy, I mean, then there's no...
No, wait a second.
Really are
I'm
no
pretty
bounds.
sure that's true because I read somewhere online that Ben Franklin said that.
shut up.
Oh my... That was the funniest thing.
I missed the Ben Franklin quote. What was it?
Oh, I said the problem with quotes on the internet is that you can't
Oh.
always depend on their authenticity. Signed, Ben Franklin.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone made a point of explaining to me that the internet wasn't around when Ben Franklin was, and that
That quote's really
that quote could have
You know what?
actually been his.
Jokes on them though, because gravitational waves, time travel, boom.
Boom.
There you go.
Drop mic right there. Yeah, that was lots of fun to see her try to. I don't even remember her or him, but try to explain to you that Ben Franklin was gone long before the internet was here. So
It's I like your strategy though, Bethany. I think if